My name is Pastor Philip. I'm a missionary pastor here in the United States. I'm from Liberia, West Africa. And today, this is a two-part series of teaching in the Old Testament. But this time, we're going to look in the book of Genesis. And my topic today is God, man, and woman, the Garden of Eden experience. This is part one. When God created man, he put man in the garden. He said, be fruitful and multiply. God created man in his own image, and he gave man the garden to cultivate and to take care of everything within the garden. Man was a little God in our garden. He had everything. He even named the animals in the garden. God gave man the authority to name the animals. And man had the authority because in the book of Genesis, God said, have dominion over everything. I mean, you govern everything. Everything that I created, it belongs to you. So the authority, God gave me the authority to take care of everything under this sun or on earth. But after he created everything, he saw that man was alone. And God said, it is not good for man to be alone. He said, it is not good because he had the chicken, the monkeys, and they were all in pairs. But when it comes to man, man was alone. And man had been alone for quite a long time when God created the universe. But then God said, it is not good for man to be alone. So he put Adam to sleep, the man, and took a rib by his side and created a woman. You see, God never allowed Adam to see what he was doing. He put him to sleep and took out the ribs and created a woman. And before God created a woman, in the garden, he told Adam, well, Adam, you can have everything in the garden. You can eat anything you want to. But you see, the fruit of knowledge, good and evil, don't touch it, Adam. And Adam had been in that garden for all the long years, and he never, ever touched that fruit. But after Eve was created, and the Bible says Eve was deceived by Satan. Satan came in the form of a serpent and asked Eve, did God really tell you not to eat this? You see, he came with a tricky question. Did God really tell you not to eat this fruit? The reason why I think God don't want you to eat this fruit, he said, because when you eat this fruit, you'll be just like God. But you see, what ponder means is that all the time when Adam was in that garden, he never, ever, the Bible never talked about Satan coming in to tempt him. Because Satan knew he stood on his ground because he had the authority. But as soon as Eve came into the picture, he looked for the weaker point and went to Eve. All those times and all the years and decades and ages, he never approached Adam like that. The Bible did not say anything like that. But he came to Eve. And the Bible said the fruit was looking so good. Good. And it looked so good from the eyes. You can see how it looks so beautiful. And you could just see how, so good that you even want to have a bite of it. So Eve, at the time, she knew that her husband was in authority. She should have gone and asked him. But she never did it and took the fruit. She ate it. And Adam The Bible did not tell us whether he was with Eve at the spot or wherever he was. The Bible does not clarify anything. But what we know was God gave him the authority. I want to believe that he even passed the authority to his wife. After God told him, I believe he went and took his wife. He said, look, you know what? This tree or this fruit, God told me, and I'm telling you not to eat it. But she disobeyed her husband or God and ate this fruit. Disobedience came right within the Garden of Eden. And God never spoke after Eve ate the fruit. But when Eve took the fruit and said, Adam, taste this. Eat it. Because when God told Adam, he said, Adam, when you eat this fruit, you will die. You will surely die. And now, when the devil or when Satan came to Eve and told Eve, when you eat this fruit, you will not really die. So she ate the fruit. And the Bible said when she ate the fruit, her eyes were open. And this is how sin came into the world. But the question here is the authority that was given to men by God. God created the whole universe. He gave men the authority. Look, manage this, take care of this. But it's good. I think I would send a partner to help you. And he brought in a woman. And when the woman came and was deceived by Satan, and she even gave the fruit to her husband never asked any question. He took the fruit and ate the fruit. So it was like passing the authority that was given to Adam. God gave him the authority. He said, take care of the universe. Take care of everything that I have created. It's for you. He gave Adam everything, the trees, the waters, the mountains. He even gave him a woman. So he had the authority. So men have the authority. Now, the authority was given to men. Men got the authority, was deceived. Man wasn't deceived, but Eve was deceived, and she broke that law. A man who should have stand his ground and said, look, you know what? I'm not going to do this. But he was led by his wife, broke the commandment or broke the law of God and followed her. So the authority that was given to man was passed from man now to Satan. So this is how Satan got the authority. The Bible says the Satan or the devil is the God of this earth. The reason why he's God of this earth, when God created the world, he gave it to man. And man took the authority and gave it to Satan. And that's why Jesus came on earth. Jesus came back on earth to what? To take away that authority. And he took away the authority that was given to Satan by man and gave it back to man. This is why we have authority right now. But before then, everything was gone from us. Everything was gone. So this is why men need to stay in their home. Because the devil will always look for weaker opportunities. He knows where you are weak. He will go to the weaker vessel and tempt them. Wherever you're weak in your areas of life, he will always go there to tempt you or to destroy you. Because whenever the devil comes in, he wants to take something out of you. He wants to take something. And when he gets back out of you, you just nothing. That is the reason why when after Eve and Adam sinned, the Bible said that when they started to hide themselves, they hid themselves, they started to use leaves to cover themselves because they were naked. So what happened is that, sin is always followed by what? Shame. See, when people commit crime, the next thing, they are ashamed. And people always try to cover. They try to cover it up. But you cannot cover anything. Or you cannot hide anything from God. When God asks him, at the time they sin against God, God said, well, Adam. Now, listen to this. God did not say Eve, because God never gave Eve the authority. When God gave you the authority as a man in the home, no matter what happened, or no matter what your wife is doing in the home, he will always come and ask the man. Because God is a God of authority. He's a God of order. He will always ask for the head of the home. No matter how beautiful your wife is, no matter how educated she is, no matter how, or no matter the amount of money she make at work, but the authority belongs to the man. Because at the end of the time, God will come and ask him. Not her, you will ask him. When God asked Adam, he should have asked Eve, because it was Eve who ate the fruit. She ate the fruit. She was deceived by Satan. But God never asked Eve. He asked Adam, Adam, where are you? Adam, where are you? He said, oh, Lord, I'm naked. Wow. And God said, well, how do you know you are naked? Now he's going to shift blame now. The woman you gave me. Just imagine. Was it a bad thing for God to do, to give Adam a woman? Now he's blaming God. So men will always blame. Men don't want to take responsibility. To say, oh God, I blew it. They don't want to take responsibility. They will always blame the woman. They will always blame the children. They will always blame something. They will always want to blame. But God is God. He knows the best. He said, the woman you gave me brought all the trouble to me. God said, okay, the punishment will start from you. So we are all in a mess because of what happened in the past. But now we thank God for Jesus, because we can, he gave us the authority to go back and reclaim the authority. Because we look in the home now, broken homes. Where are the men? Some men in prison. You go in the various prisons, compounds, or state or federal prison. Thousands of men, young men, all over in prison. No wonder why the women taking that authority in the home. Because the authority that was given to men allowed it to just slip out of their hands. So where are the men? We have to understand and learn from the Eden experience. It all happens in the Garden of Eden. When man passed the authority that was given to him to Satan. But thank God for Jesus Christ who came. He gave us back the authority. The authority to stand in the home as men. The authority for men to take the place. The authority. That's a God-given authority. So don't look at your situation and say, well, I'm not working, or I don't have this. So that authority, that is a natural, that is a God-given authority. No matter who you are, once you are a man in a home, no matter how much you make in a home, even if her salary triple yours, you are the man. If she is more eloquent and she is more educated, you are the man. Man, you don't have to make billions of dollars to be a man in the home. You don't have to got a big muscle to be a man. God has also given us the authority. That will make you a man. A man is a man. Because this is why God created man first, before he created a woman. We lost our authority. It's time for the man to regain their authority in the home. Sometimes we don't blame the women, because why are the men? They said in the wearing the trousers, they're wearing the skirt. Then the women too start wearing the trousers. So there's no excuse to stand as a man in the home. This generation is dying because the men are no more. Men are trying to become the woman, acting like women. And the women is not acting like men. Because the authority, if the man is not playing the role, the women come in. And God will ask the man. He's not going to ask the woman. He asked the man. In the Bible, it was Eve who sinned first.